farming channel, livelihood. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys what I had done the last time. Um, I know I've showed you all that I was rooting some seasonings for pottings. Today I'm gonna give you guys a little rehearse on that, a little recap, a little shuffle up, and also how the plants are looking, and if the caring is coming on and stuff like that. So I'm in the greenhouse here, and I am actually looking at my seasoning peppers, which germinated some weeks ago, right? And the cucumbers, they had a little deficiency, you know. So I'm gonna work on that. I got a spray there. I'm gonna give them a touch up. Seasoning peppers, they're starting to change. They drop the old leaves, and they're picking up the fresher ones because they needed some fertilizer. So they have a few days to go again, some weeks, I guess. Also the pork choys, which I've showed you all, pretty good, pretty wonderful. I have no problem, but I'm still gonna give them a little spray because as you can see a little hole here, you know, doesn't want. They're looking like that. These were the second set of germination, which I showed you all, pretty good. And these are the tomatoes which were just springing up. Um, I'll have to give them a little touch of the spray also. And I'm gonna show you all the lettuce. So the lettuce here, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to use from one tray to pull another tray to get the full tray. Okay, and that's gonna be okay. But so far they're looking great, green, you know, and I have no problem with them. So I'm gonna be doing my next stage one time, so I can always have. Okay, so I got this to do here. Okay, so that's what I have here for now for you all, and also the passion fruits. Got a few that died out based on the dry weather. But now the rainy season, I feel is a little bit coming in. So I hope for all people who's doing farming on the outside is going to be happy for that water. So these are the passion fruits. I also done some in some potting bags, and I have them right here, waiting to catch up themselves, spring up. Okay, and here are some pumpkin seeds, which I am doing for someone, and these are some recent beetroots I've just put it just hatched out because I'm going to go large with beetroots. It's a growing stuff because soon I'm going to be doing a vegetable base, right? Storage where I can store all my vegetables in a chiller and I can sell whenever I want. Okay, so these are the other beets also looking great, right? So back to what I really had to show you all is if the process really works when you put plant cuttings from the node in water. Does it really works? Does it roots? You know. Today we're gonna find this out. So first of all, as I'm gonna show you all, I can say this is a 95%. I got one here that have a little deficiency. It looks a little dry, but there is still life in it. The leaves still feel a little bit with posture. This here is the plant which I showed you all from this plant. Okay, you can see them now, they're very flourishing. I'm gonna take care of them really great. And for my rosemary tree, so far so good. Gotta check them out. I don't want any of the spiders coming in and living through the leaves because they're very technical. And these are my thyme. This was a thyme tree. As you can see, it's changing very great and it's looking more efficient now. So back here, does the process really works? Let me try it out and see what starts rooting already and what needs some time to go still. Okay, so I'm gonna try this one because I know this one are the first set to actually root. Okay, so this is the first one. If I want, I can plant this right away because the roots are start establishing. If I want also, I can wait some time. Okay, so I'm gonna show what the plant looks like. So this is the plant. If you know this seasoning anywhere, it's like a minty something. Most people put it into their tea. They drink it from tea. Uh, they actually used it for medicine in whatsoever area that you're affected. So this is the basil, and it's a successfully root basil, right? So if you got basil or you want a piece of plant and you think it's very hard to actually get a piece of plant like this, I think this video is going to be help so that you can just take a piece of branch. You don't have to go with the whole tree. Just take a piece, break it off from the main stem, and it should give you that piece of brick there right underneath the node. Okay, right to the branch attached to the main branch. You just break off this and you put that in some water. Monitor it. Make sure that the water doesn't go on the level so that you don't get the water to start the roots process. And afterwards, you give it a few days and then it starts rooting. But I would recommend if you're doing it for your first time, you give it a little more time to root. Okay. I mean, this is going to be the good stage, just like a plant when it's just germinating from a seed and it sends out its sprout and it's in the soil. Then it starts attaching, and as you continue watering, the root starts reaching out for the water. Yes, it forces the plants to grow like this, which is very good, but also if he doesn't have the first-hand experience on what type of soil to use for it, you can kill it. Okay, and if you know what type of soil to use for it, also you can grow it good. So in a routine case like this, I recommend you use nice fine soil. You don't go look for the rocky soils to let the root struggle to get the water and also the nutrients. So I recommend you use things like not dust, dry dust, but if you got some organic soil or some piece of coconut that has been rotten or some piece of tree that rotten, you mix that up with some earth soil and you look for a little bit pen manual and you do some stuff to enrich the soil so that make sure the soil is fine. So when you wet it, the water can seep through it nice and the roots can get it. So this is the first one. As I said, those don't take long. They take at least 3 days to 4 days to actually start their process. So I'm gonna put that one back where it comes from. Okay, so it's back into the water. I'm gonna try another one. So I got a rosemary. I'm gonna see how far the rosemary had reached. So as you can see, the rosemary is still in progress. It still looks healthy. I'm gonna show you the difference. So if you watch the tree, and that's the tree which has been growing for some time, and if you watch this one, this is broke out. What I showed you all that I put into the water for over 4 days now, 3 days I think now. Then you can see they're looking the same. This is looking like a growing plant as the way this one looks. So this is the process that shows you that this one is still alive. There is no, I can say, no catch to it that I'm fooling you all, right? You can see that the structure of the stem underneath is wet. It looks more moist to the top. So this is where the water is. And as you can see also at the bottom is where, okay, there is two little structure peeping out there. It's not roots as yet. It will turn into roots because the water intakes from there. So I'm gonna leave this one back still. So the rosemary needs a few more days. I'm gonna give it the extra days that it needed. So I'm gonna try here now. When I was doing it for the first time, I haven't marked the amount of days it started rooting, but it pretty roots early like the first one I showed you all. So let me see. Okay, nice. I think I see It's already started rooting, and I believe it's rooting very heavy. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up and show you all if it works the while we're putting it into the water. Nice. Right, good. So this is this tree right here, and this is proof again that the tree is living. Okay, you can watch this leaf here in my hand. This is the leaf with the roots that I put into the water, and this one also is the plant that has been growing for some time. Okay, you can see they look similar. The one I have that broke out for some days, wilted or anything, it looks standing just as the plant that is growing for some time, and it also roots. Okay, so it's very good, right? The process do really works, and I'll show you guys the others as they come along. So what you do, you put it back into the water if you have the maximum amount of rooting, and then you leave it there for a few days, let it get some more roots, and then you go on. So here also is some passion fruit, a very good passion fruit. It's a very big passion fruit. So to save the seed, what I did, I cut a passion fruit and I just sprinkle it here, and the soil here, as you can see, it's very, very moist, soft. It's very, it doesn't be too hard, so that the roots and the seed stifle. So that is what it is like for today. So I'm gonna be coming back with another live later on to show you all the other different types of the strategy I'm gonna be using, and if also I'm gonna be using any more of the cuttings, I'm gonna show you all. So when I'm doing the cuttings, I'm gonna show you all the other types of cuttings that I haven't showed, if they've been rooting, and how long again. So it's very wise to mark down the date. The date, if you're looking to do a potting business with those types of things. Persons buy these things. Women, more women, kitchen persons who love to cook and stuff. They love the different types of seasoning, flavors, and all them stuff like that. So if you want to start something like that in potting, it's very good. So I'm gonna be heading out now, and I'm gonna be coming back here later on to show you guys another piece of life where I'm gonna be doing something different. Okay, so I'm out. Thank you all for watching.